Hello, my name is Holly Macleod and I'm a PADI course director based in Gili Trawangan, Indonesia. And I'm here to tell you a little bit about becoming a course director and having a career in scuba diving. I first started diving over 20 years ago now when I was 19 on a backpacker trip like many, many others. I did my open water course and advanced and immediately loved diving. I knew it was something that I wanted to do as a career or in the long term, if at all possible. So I returned to the UK, where I'm originally from, made up some funds, like I'm sure many of you have thought about already, and traveled back out to Central America to complete my dive master. I did this training and course in Utila, fantastic area to be based in, a great island for training and learning, and qualified as a dive master there. From there, I returned to Asia, where I'd originally done my open water course. I completed my IDC at BANS in Koh Tao and worked there freelancing as an instructor for around 2 years. It was an incredible place to start my dive career. I got some great experience teaching at all levels immediately. During my time there, I actually chose to stay on and complete my MSDT and then my staff instructor. So I actually completed my staff instructor training quite early in my career. Immediately saw it was something that I wanted to get into, that higher level of professional training. In order to prepare myself to do that, I thought it would be beneficial to try a lot of aspects, different roles within the diving industry. So I moved on from Thailand and I went to Australia, where I was fortunate enough to get a job on a fantastic liveaboard. So I got some incredible experience diving the Coral Sea, the Outer Barrier Reefs, are really incredible dive sites. From here, I also then moved down to work in Sydney, to try what it was like working in the dive industry in a more urban environment, regular customers. Again, something a little bit different for me. I haven't dived in the UK yet. Sydney was about as cold water as I wanted to get. So from there, I returned to Southeast Asia. I worked in Malaysia, the Philippines, and I've now been in Indonesia for the last 10 years. Initially, I worked as an instructor, then a staff instructor, to my present role today, where I'm the course director for Trawangan Dive on Gili Trawangan. I originally completed my IDC because I knew diving was something that I wanted to do, something that I wanted to work in, that I wanted to be doing every day. I loved it. I wanted to share that with other people. As an instructor, I got such a buzz from teaching courses of all levels, and for me, that naturally progressed to the higher levels as well. I enjoyed rescue courses. I enjoyed dive master training. So staffing and assisting on IDCs was quite a logical next step. I was very fortunate when I worked in Bali to find a course director who took me under her wing, as it was. So I had a mentor who helped to guide me through gaining experience as a staff instructor, teaching parts of the IDC, and I absolutely loved it. I wanted to become a course director. I wanted to be teaching instructor level candidates. I wanted to be developing dive professionals. So I applied for and completed my course director course in 2012. IDC is my favorite course to teach. I love it. People say, do you not get bored teaching the same course every time? But that's misunderstanding the point, because it is never the same course. Every group of professionals is different. Everyone comes from a different experience background, a different training background, and we can all learn from each other. I'm a bit of a training geek. I like diving in other places and seeing how they organize, how logistics run, what different challenges you face. And I can learn that as well from different groups of candidates that come and complete their training with us. It's also very exciting to be involved at the start of someone's career in diving. We have hundreds of friends now who completed IDC with us and have stayed in the dive industry as instructors, as dive shop managers. Some people run liveaboards, others have built their own liveaboards or opened their own dive shops, or work in photography or underwater videography. I could go on. I love hearing their adventures. I love hearing their success. And of course, the dive industry is small, so we're never far away. I'd be very happy to give anyone who has questions about how to become a course director, or what steps to take, or any other advice, feel free to send those questions into GTS. So if you're sitting there thinking about whether a career for diving is for you, whether that's to become an instructor or a dive master or anything else, I'm completely biased, but my answer is yes. I've been working in diving for 17 years now, maybe more, and I still feel that I have the greatest job in the world. I love what I do. I work with motivated, passionate people. I get to dive as much as I like. I work in environments like this. It couldn't be better. I pinch myself every day and there's nothing else I'd rather do. For anyone who's thinking about becoming a course director, of course, it's a big commitment. We know that in terms of training, in terms of experience, and of course, financially. But if you enjoy training, if you like working at those higher levels, if you are in an environment where you feel you could be successful teaching others to be professionals, then I can't recommend it anymore. For me, I'm very fortunate. I feel like I'm located in the ideal place for training dive professionals. I've worked around the world. I'm now based on Gili Trawangan because I love the island. We're in Indonesia. I can't compete with anywhere else for diving. But logistically for us, this is the ideal place for training. We have dedicated dive pools. We have on-site classroom. Our dive sites are here and our boats are on the beach. There is nothing I could ask for more in terms of being able to prepare future dive professionals. In addition, the dive community here is busy, but it's also close, so it makes it an ideal place for our candidates when they're starting out as a career as an instructor. We can help them to move on, we can help them to find somewhere that works for them. So I hope that's given you some idea of what's involved in becoming a course director or working as a course director. If anyone watching this has got any specific questions, please feel free to reach out. I'd be very happy to advise you in any way I can. Thank you.